Good afternoon. This is Lane Dungan, market strategist at RGO Futures, covering grain market commentary today. Let's first get to some price action. Corn closed at $4.19 3/4 a day, down a cent and 3/4. March soybeans closed at $10.38 3/4, down 10 1/4 cent. Finally, Chicago March wheat closed at $5.10 1/2, down 3/4 of a cent. Let's get into the calendar for this week. Yesterday had bulk of our reports coming out this week and most of the fundamental action. Today we had the CPI numbers. Tomorrow we have EIA Energy and Nova Crush. Thursday, export sales. And finally, Friday, commitment of traders. CPI numbers came in as expected and really wasn't that much of a market mover for grain today. We did, however, receive an export sales report. We received 168,000 metric tons of soybeans for delivery to China, as well as 152,404 metric tons of soybeans heading to Mexico. These are both occurring during the 2025-2026 marketing year. Weather outlook, pretty same story as yesterday for the United States. Not much precipitation. As well, in the 72 forecast, we're looking at mostly rain on the east coast of the United States. Everything really east of the Mississippi River. Most of that precipitation will be heading to the east coast. Weather outlook for South America. The continent is receiving a little bit of rain in the next 24 to 72. This is going to help the Argentina dryness they've been having. We'll just keep an eye out on this. I don't believe it's going to be a large marketing effect, but something to keep an eye out on. Soybean chart. I pulled out a bigger chart today, look a little more historically. Closed at 10.39 today. Another down day. It wasn't always down today. We did start a little bit higher just for a slight bit of time and then went down. That next resistance line is going to be support line is going to be at 10.30. And the one after that is going to be at 10.20. The 10.31 is from October, and the 1021 is from early August, late July. Corn Technicals still has the big red stick from yesterday. Another down day, but more of a large range. We did trade today above for a little bit of time and then traded down and then kind of fell back into the 420 mark. With that being said, the support line is set at 410. I believe it's going to be mostly technical push down into that range. The only way the bulls can see light is a fundamental report. Even though we have been seeing a lot of good export and EIA and all these good numbers coming out of corn demand, it's really not presented in this chart very well. Before this, we were in a tight consolidation of around 20 cents. With this breakout, the goal is to get back into that range for the bulls, but it looks like it's going to be more of a technical selling down to 410. Wheat trade, didn't put this on yesterday, but it's got what we've been seeing. The USDA reports didn't affect wheat as much, with really some could say a bull flag getting presented there. But the next support is at that $5 mark. If this bull flag, makes waves and continues to maybe trade, it looks like it's already broken a little bit. We could see back towards the 520 mark. That's really it for today. Not too much news. It was more of a shock factor from yesterday's large reports. The biggest thing to watch today and the next couple of days is volume on these trades. With so much move in the grain market, a lot of other traders are going to be looking in to get into this market, as well as a lot of hedging going to take place with these lows. With that being said, that's all I've got for today. I'll be talking tomorrow. You can reach me anytime to talk risk management strategies or discuss speculative positions. Call me at 312-373-5366 or reach me anytime at ldungan@rgofutures.com. Thank you.
The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results.